We're approaching the 2023 triathlon season with a newfound enthusiasm for the sport.
We'll be sharing the process and insights into our training, including feedback from Coach Frank with Accelerate 3 coaching as we progress toward our goals.
Our sights are currently set on Ironman 70.3 Chattanooga, and Frank has a structured plan for getting us to the start line primed for peak performance.
It may not always be glamorous training sessions or putting up big numbers to brag about, but it is necessary to achieve the desired result.
Hi there and welcome back. It's Coach Frank providing you with an update on the training progress of Team Saunders. Since about 6 weeks we are in the base building period to develop a strong foundation for the upcoming build and peak phase. For the upcoming Ironman 70.3 in Chattanooga, the base building period for Team Saunders is about 12 weeks. This period is usually the toughest one for the athletes, since the majority of their workouts are done in a lower aerobic intensity with a few high-intensity key workouts. These lower intensity workouts, they can be boring and repetitive, and athletes start to lose their focus and motivation. But these workouts are so important to build a solid foundation from where we then can transition into the build phase, where we work at higher intensities and more race pace oriented. At the beginning of the year, I asked Team Saunders to perform a swim, bike and run test. By doing so, I can make sure that the workouts I prescribe are at the intensity I need them to be. And I can schedule each workout for each athlete at their abilities. This way, I can make sure that the workouts are not too hard or too easy. This week we had another bike FTP test scheduled just to see how the progress is going, and so far the results are very promising. So let's talk about Team Saunders individually. Let's start with Tiffany. By looking at her data, looking at the stats, looking at all the workouts, she's improving in all 3 disciplines, and exactly at the pace I would like her to improve. What impresses me most is her work ethic. She always delivers. Workouts are done precisely, she never misses a workout, everything is on point. And when we had a tough workout, you can count on her. She's not a quitter, she's really strong, and I think that's her biggest advantage. She's mentally strong, and that's something the German in me likes a lot, I have to say. But there's one thing Tiffany still needs to learn, and that is patience. Sometimes she wants too much, too soon, and I have to hit the brakes. We still have a long year ahead of us, and I don't want her to peak too early or to burn out. So what's the saying in English? Patience is a virtue, right Tiffany? Let's head over to Caitlin. Caitlin definitely is the underdog. She tags along quietly, perfectly executes her workouts, and gives great feedback. But throughout the last 2 weeks, the feedback Caitlin gave me showed that her RPE was too low. By looking at the data, I could see that her improvement stalled. RPE actually means the rate of perceived exhaustion, and it's a scale from 0 to 10 where an athlete can let you know how hard that workout actually felt for him. By having this important information, we can now raise the intensity of Caitlin's workout to get her back on track. For now, we still have 6 more weeks of base period ahead of us, and I hope to see more improvements from both of them. And in 4 weeks, we have our first training camp coming up here in Tucson, Arizona. We all look forward to that, since it gives us the great opportunity to break up the routine a bit and keep the motivation high. With all that being said now, genug geschwatzt, auf geht's!